Hello and welcome to the first video of this is CS000P. So today I'll be showing you how to install Windows 7 on VirtualBox. Now you can install this on a real computer also, but just for the sake of installing it on Mac, I'll just install it on VirtualBox so I can dispose it anytime I want. Well, if you don't know what VirtualBox is, it's a virtualization tool. So how to explain it? It's kind of like a machine inside a machine, okay? But it's a fake one. So the files that make up the machine are stored. Let me browse through. Where is it? Okay. Where is it? It's in users, Apple. Yeah, VirtualBox VM. So it's empty right now. If I create a new virtual machine, well, this is how to do it. Windows 7. You could give it any name you want, but for the sake of simplicity, I'll just name it Windows 7. Continue. Give it a gig of RAM so it doesn't lag. One gig plus, I think, but who cares? You know, it's optional. Continue. Create. The hard drive size, by the way, is not changeable, you know, because it made the hard disk file. This is the name of the hard disk file. .vdi. That's the name of the hard disk file. So be wary that you can't change it once you install Windows 7. The only way is to just dispose it using Command R if you're on a Mac, or Control R if you're on Windows and Linux, and Solaris also, I think. Yeah. So that's it for creating the virtual machine. And there's network settings if you want to have a bridged adapter so that it can be recognized by your host machine, which for me it's the Mac OS itself. But if you don't, and if you want the virtual machines to have their own network and it can only access the outside world and not your network, then set it to NAT. That's the default, so you can't change that. Internal network just means that there's no internet connection, so it's a network inside the virtual machines. So the virtual machines can interact with each other. So it's like a network, like a virtual network set up for the virtual machines. And I don't know, host only adapter. Who cares? But I'll set it to bridged adapter, so it can be recognized as a computer on the network. But if you have some kind of security in the Wi-Fi where when you connect you have to type in the username and the password in the browser window, then bridged adapter doesn't work. You have to have like a WPA or the WEP. Okay, so if it's no security with with nothing on it, then it's gonna be okay because anyone can connect. So let's start up the virtual machine. And first of all, you need the Windows ISO. If you don't have that, go get one from the Windows website or the piratebay.se. But I have the pre-activated version. If you don't have the pre-activated version, go check out Windows Loader. It'll activate Windows 7 for you. But if not, just go check out this file on the Pirate Bay. If it's not there now, then just get the normal version from a Windows and install it. And then once you install it, go get the loader and then transfer the file into Windows 7 using shared folders and whatever. I'll show you that next, not in next in future tutorials. So open. That's how you select the ISO file. You actually could also use the host drive, so the drive disk itself, like this drive disk. But no, I wouldn't use that because I don't have the installation disk. I only have the ISO, and it's a waste of time to burn the ISO to a disk and then install it. So I'm just gonna do the ISO. But I don't know if the disk even works because My Windows Professional disk, I have it, and it's for the other computer. It doesn't work. I don't know why. I think it's because of it's because it only allows one computer to access the disk. So yeah, I think so. I think it's like that. But anyways, just try the disk if you have one. Okay, if you have an enterprise version or whatever. Okay. So keep everything as English if you want the language to be English when you go into the OS itself, okay? If you put it as like this kind of tricks you, you know, time and currency format. At first you might think that you have to adjust this to your time zone, but no. This is the format, not the time itself. So set as English if you're American, but if you're Saudi Arabian or from the from the Philippines, then just set it to that if you want your own home language on your OS. So click next, install now. Setup is starting, and yeah, so that's the regular version. I have the pre-activated version, so I'm gonna click on that. But normally you would have only this one, so I'll just click on the pre-activated version. Click next. I accept the license terms. Well, you have to do that to install it, so I don't really care about that. That's the hard drive file we made. So if I go back to that place again, you'll see that this is the virtual machine's name. This is the machine itself, but this is the hard drive, and these are the logs, the error logs and all that stuff. I don't know. Let me take a look at that. 64 bits, applications, whoa. What the hell is that? But who cares? Let's go back to installing Windows. Yeah, so this is zero unallocated space. If you have many partitions, then select the unallocated ones, because if you do select the allocated ones, then it will override the existing OS. Okay, so click next, and I'll wait for it to load. So while that loads, I'll just talk to you about uh wait, what was it again? Guest editions. Yeah, VirtualBox guest editions. If you have VMware or Kimu, this won't matter because this is only on VirtualBox. So VirtualBox has something called VirtualBox guest editions that lets the OS itself know that you're using a virtual machine. So it's gonna so the features are you can use a USB driver, you can make the OS go full screen since it's not full screen right now. So because if I click on full screen here using Control F, it's gonna have a frame like this. But if you install guest editions, it'll open up to around to the whole screen. And when you resize the window, it'll adjust the width and the height and stuff, because right now it's not doing that. So that's just one thing to know. And VirtualBox guest editions, I don't know what it exactly does, but yeah, it's actually pretty good. So that's one thing to know. And the other thing is, wait, what was I gonna say again? Guest editions and shared folders. What shared folders allow you to do is it allows you to access files from your computer here, like on my desktop, and you can transfer them into the virtual machine, and you can transfer files from the virtual machine out to the host machine, which is my computer. So that's one thing to know. And I'll show you both of those in the next tutorial, I think. Yeah. So, I think we'll pause the video right here and let this piece of crap load. Yeah. So, I'll catch you in around 10-15 minutes, and I'll resume the video with some video editing magic. So after that, my computer restarted, and I'll just wait for it to, finish restarting. So, um, yeah, it's updating registry settings. And it won't take that long, I think. No. I'm gonna put it in full screen. Yeah. So, starting services, wait a while. I don't know if I should pause the video or not. Oh, no. I shouldn't. Yeah, it says your computer will restart several times during the installation. So, we'll wait for it. Uh, I am getting bored of this. Maybe I should pause the video. Okay, I'll pause it. Just a minute, and I'll wait for it to finish. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'll pause the video. I figured out that it would be too long because I looked at the screencast-o-matic thing and it said it's 12 minutes already, and YouTube limits their videos to 15 minutes, so I don't want it to get over the limit. So I might have to end the video right here. So I'm gonna make a part 2 on this. So I'll catch you later.